Hello and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. Most folks just call me Orange Joe, and things are weird. I'm sure you can see that there's a 335 burning basement run right there. Don't worry about it. We're gonna hop back in with Kane, and we'll talk. I want to start by saying I'm sorry if my audio is really different. Again, I know that that's got to be a little frustrating to deal with on your end. I'm gonna sound different. I'm sorry. There's not a whole lot I can really do to fight that curve. Basically, some stuff changed again on my end. So I'll have to think about that one. If we get an explosion immunity item later on, Kamikaze's actually like, that's like one of the original combos of this game. But if you don't get explosion immunity, it's just kind of a meme. So we're gonna try and avoid it if we don't need it. But there's a good chance that we might pick it up, honestly. And I don't want to walk on spikes to do it. That's another huge kind of deterrent right now. So if I can get a bomb, that would kind of mean a lot. By the way, we're up to 4 keys now. But the reason my audio is different, and the reason that that's going to seem weird to you if you've watched the last episode, is because in between this episode and last episode, I've had more things happen. I said I was going to record another one in that session, and I got about 3 minutes and 35 seconds into into a Kane run, and went, you know what? I'm done. And I was just like, screw it, I'll record more another day, and that's what I'm doing right now. And honestly, I think I'm only gonna record like this one, because I do have other things I need to do today. But a golden key, excuse me, name please. But yeah, I said that I would, record another one in that session, and I tried, but it just went horribly awry for me, and now I'm doing this today. And by the way, our shops are upgraded to a respectable level now, which I greatly appreciate. And we're gonna go for this bomb. We need the bomb. We have the 5 cents. Why not? Now, joke will be on me if in this room here we end up. Okay, we did. With that red heart on the ground, real talk, we're gonna use a bomb to get Kamikaze, and then use Kamikaze to get our spirit or our tinted rock. Excuse me. But no, I did genuinely intend to record another one, but I just wasn't feeling it. Was like, you know what? Let's do something else. And something else is what I did. You're right. Bad play pattern. Should have waited to pick that up. I have no defense other than saying you're right. Sorry. But yeah, so I just decided I'm not gonna do that run. We'll do it later. And I haven't recorded anything since then. And it's been several days since then for me. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but I've had some stuff come up in life, and when life comes at you, you kind of gotta take care of that before you can take care of anything else. But yeah, my audio is gonna sound different. It just is. I'm sorry to tell you. I just noticed that. Right, I have some explaining to do. I also have a seed to tell you. Sorry. So I just noticed that all of our extra HUD and stuff is missing. So let's add that. No, not active cam. We want extra HUD and found hub, and yeah. There we go. Okay, so that's the stuff we like seeing. Seed, by the way, is TXOW, which that O is a 0, by the way. TX0W ZVAN. So we'd love to have you playing along at home if you decide to pick this up with me. By the way, I was proven a genius for picking up that that spirit heart early there, because we didn't take damage on pin, and we ended up getting PJs anyway on top of it. So we should have a pretty good chance to deal with the double here. Although rooms like this scare me a little bit, because there's 2 champions in it, and it's got the like stone bully guys. So no promises on us not taking damage here. Yeah, I told you. But yeah, so things have changed for me a little bit, and it's not necessarily for the worse, but it's definitely not for the better. And well, some of it's for the better, but things have just been different on my end. And like I'll just tell you about the better stuff. I don't want to waste your time or nothing right away, because I do have some stories that I promised to tell you. I remember the 2 main ones, about the bag of pills and about my window. And I'll get into that for sure. But to start, things are different because I had to figure some stuff out with college, and that got weird for a little bit there, and I think we're okay now. But you just gotta trust me when I say it was a very stressful series of days for me. And I was like, hey, I just moved into college and I might have to move back out. And when you screw it. When you go into a day with that kind of feeling, it's not great. And when you know, when you go into a series of days with that kind of feeling where you're like, my future's really uncertain right now. I really want to dig for an explosion immunity item. I really do. I don't mind tractor beam. It's not good or bad. It's a tiers upgrade, which is good, I'll admit. But if we get explosion immunity, specifically pyromaniac ideally, this run is a win. And I know that sounds really crazy, but it's one of the original, like, you win the game combos to have Kamikaze Pyromaniac. So I'm hoping if we can, I want to dig for either Pyromaniac or Host Hat, but I can't guarantee those items, and I really don't want to dig using Kamikaze because that's dangerous and reckless. So worst case scenario, we just end up taking a decent enough item in, do it again. Ooh, that got scary. We take a decent enough item in Tractor Beam and just kind of, wow, have some bad dodges, but also don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Like there's no point in us saying like, oh, the game never gave us anything good if it gives us a free rate of fire up. But I, if possible, would like to get a game-winning combo rather than a decent stat upgrade. I think everyone can relate to that at least in some degree. So we have 2 cents. I'm gonna wait until we get a little bit more money to try and reroll if we get more money. And like part of me with 7 keys, I really want to just see the shop. I don't think it'll be of any great value to us, but part of me is thinking maybe we can blow up the keeper, get some more money, get more options to reroll. It's this triple champion room is kind of messing with my head a little bit here. But yeah, so I had a couple stressful days. I don't want to bore you with it too much. It sucked. It's a big part of the reason why I was just like, this recording session's over sooner than I thought, and here we are. Now it's a new day. I just want to record a little bit of Isaac just so I can feel like I'm not gonna completely screw up my upload schedule, because like I'm still trying to keep to it, but it's getting a lot closer to a point where I'm gonna have to like fast and early pick a day and just start recording, and I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that since moving in here, and I've been here for the better part of 2 weeks now or so. Champion Haunt, it's okay. It's arguably the same-ish as regular Haunt, and regular Haunt is a pretty tough boss, so we'll see how this goes. The only change with this champion version is you kind of have to stand towards the middle rather than just to the side of the middle. So we got a speed upgrade. Sphere of the Night is flight and spectral tiers and deals the devil precedent, but that's not enough for me to really want it. I like flight and spectral tiers, but I just gotta pass. I want deals with the devil, I really do, but not that one. Now I think we do check out the shop. I think that's our prerogative here. Okay, not as good as I was hoping. We are gonna blow ourselves up once to get 2 cents. That's not really what I was hoping for. So we're gonna go over here. I think we're gonna try and reroll this. Just see what we get. Cricket's body's good. We'll take that. It's still a tiers up. Now, okay. I have to admit, our range is now really bad. So the splash damage on it is actually terrible. I didn't realize that we had such terrible range, but we can make this work. We just need a range upgrade. Bill. Oh, baby, look at that. We need more range ups, but like that's excellent. I literally just asked for it. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure stuff out with school. Is really the swing of what's been kind of going on in old Joe land here. But by the way, is that the old song? Joe-land, 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 I'm begging for you, please don't have college fees. But no, it's oops, excuse me. Full screen mode activate. Let me check the recording. Okay, we're still recording. We're back. All right. Sorry. Sorry. We're in a new setup, and I haven't explained that to you yet. So again, is the wrong word to preface that with. But we're in a new setup, so things are a little goofy, and I have to remap the full screen button, which I did on my previous setup. So setup's different. Surprise. That's why my audio is different. That's why it's gonna be different for a while. I'm sorry. I don't. It's never gonna return to, not. I shouldn't say never, but it's probably not going to return to the state it was at before, just because of the nature of why my audio setup changed. It will get better later, I'm sure. Like if I manage to get some upgrades down the line, if this becomes a more serious thing I'm doing, which it probably won't. Just being honest with you, but if it ever does, if it becomes more serious, my audio will change for the better. But for right now, don't expect any movement in that category. With 6 keys, I think you gotta, sure, again, we're still digging for an explosion immunity, but like Bob's Brain, bad because it hurts us, good because it's damage at range, and it's good damage at range, no less. Because like they're, oh, that's my bad. I suck at dodging bonies. I'm just gonna level with you on that one. But, oof. And apparently anything else. But right now our biggest fear is enemies that can blank us from range, really. And Bob's Brain, if I can aim it, is going to remedy that quite a bit. Because we have terrible range. Judgment. I will hang on Judgment. 2 hearts is kind of useless for us. We don't have a lot of red hearts. Are dependent on them. But yeah, my setup is different. I was given a PC by a friend of mine, and it was, now I know when you say given a PC, that sounds like kind of insane, and being fair, it is. It is pretty nutty that I had a friend that was willing to do that, but it was a PC that she had bought with a singular check from a job that she, like, it was like a bonus check, and she was like, cool, I'm gonna build a PC. And she just did, and then, kind of, she, just as time's gone on, she got more and more jobs, more money, and she ended up upgrading her PC this year. And this PC that I'm currently running right now is about 5 years old. And she was like, hey, do you want it? No one wants to buy it from me, and I'd be willing to just give it to you for free if you wanted it. And I was like, heck yeah, why not? Because my thought process wasn't like, oh, I can get a free computer out of this. It was actually, oh, my friend who doesn't have a PC can get a free computer out of this. And so she ended up, whoa, because I have an old desktop tower too. And I was like, well, we'll see how my computer and her computer stack up, and how my laptop and this desktop stack up, and whatever one, if my laptop that I was recording everything else on, which, like, I gotta admit, that laptop being what it was, I do really like it. And I kind of like this being the first recording session without it, and by session I mean like first episode period, because this is gonna be the first episode, maybe even on the channel, that has this audio setup and everything being different, and it's the first thing I've personally done for it. But yeah, will you jump out of there, please? I know you can leap. So why aren't you just doing it, dude? Because you're going to drop a nub, and I don't... There you go. I don't want to waste a bomb to get to it. But Sad Onion we'll take. It's not Dead Onion. Dead Onion we definitely wouldn't have taken, because that's... We all know how that went. I don't want Buddy in a Box. This card interests me, but not enough is the thing. Nightlight, meh. Nah. Blank card. Okay. Blank card has me interested. I think we take this first. Ace of Clubs, not good enough. Blank card Judgment isn't good enough either. I know we don't have 15 cents anymore, but like it's likely we will find that part later. Spider. I thought I killed all of them, but yeah, it's likely we can find 2 more cents throughout this floor. Told you. But the problem is that, like, I really like blank card. I do. Part of me wants to roll Kamikaze really bad, because it's so rare that you actually get. By the way, these enemies I'm scared of because of our range stat and because of Bob's Brain. But it's so rare that you get to do the cool Kamikaze thing. because it's like rare that you have the presence of mind to even take kamikaze, because most people are just like, nah, it's a bad item, and it kind of is. And then on the other hand, you know, you have the issue of, you know, you never find the explosion immunity, which is what we're running into right now. And blank card, it's just kind of stock standard a good spacebar item, especially if you get a good card, but Judgment isn't a good card. Well, no. Let me rephrase. Judgment is not a game-winning card. Judgment is a good card. But we're hoping for like Hierophant or Emperor, or even like a Stars card would do it for me. But I think we're gonna take blank card. We're gonna play it hoping for a Demon Judgment because of all these friggin' red hearts all around. And we'll have to make a pretty steep decision on if we're gonna keep it. Judgment. So that's a money judgment. Do we have? Yeah, we have a battery charge. So we're gonna go for that. See if we can get another money judgment. Really? I don't want to waste, quote unquote, the judgment just to try and pull another demon. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do something that you're not gonna like, because I don't like it. And I'm sorry to tell you, I'm still doing it. I can't be stopped. I'm a man on a mission. What can I say? We're gonna use bomb. We're gonna open this card, Wheel of Fortune. No, thank you. And then we're gonna do this. I was hoping for that to come out of that other chest, but it didn't. What are you again? 2 hearts. I didn't mean to press that. Rusty. Actually, I did mean to press that. I just thought I was holding on to blank card for no good reason. Yeah, that was bad. Alright, you're right. That was a bad idea. Fine. We're gonna pick up blank card. We're gonna pay for this. Now, if on the next floor we end up getting explosion immunity, I'm gonna be very upset with all of you for, you know, peer pressuring me into taking blank card, the better item. Restock. Alright. Oh, forgot you dropped a bunch of stuff. Rusty key. I don't remember what rusted key does. We can't really do anything in here. I'm gonna take Dizzy Cap because it's just stats and we need those. We'll go fight the boss and we'll see what happens. I don't think any boss. Oh, it's gonna be a orbital, but I don't think any boss items can be explosion immunity anyway. Even if this wasn't gonna be a cube of meat / ball of bandages, I don't think that they could even spawn host hat, but maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so my setup's different now, and the reason that I ended up getting a different computer, or like I picked this computer, is because it's actually like, despite it being her old one that she was like, yeah, it's kind of garbage to me now, it's better than the laptop I was using and paid quite a good deal of money for. If I had more HP, I'd be more tempted to take that, but I don't, so I'm not. Oh, Bob's Frank. Yeah, we're actually in a really tight spot right now, and I don't like it. Ooh, that was close. Alright, we're moving on. But, yeah, no, it's better in every way than my laptop was. Well, not every way. The one very notable way that it is, or 2 very notable ways that it's worse, is that, oh, it hit the wall. Not the computer, the Bob's frame. Is that this, it has a much worse network connection. It needs to be hardwired in, but it, like, it's so close to being a need-based system that it may as well be, because it's bad. You know, its internet is quite bad. Like in here, in this room, right? The first night I was in here, I was able to manage. Please, Bob Frank. All right, Bob Frank. Thanks. Thank you. I managed to, with my laptop, get get full bar connection, you know, so like everything was fully connected, no problem, with 100 meg bits, not bytes, but 100 meg down, and similar up, because it's, you know, it's college internet, so that it has to be good. Doesn't have to, you know, they can get you, but should be good. And I hate this room. Boney, I hate you, Boney. Please die. Thank you. Ah! Alright. That's my bad, but whatever. It happens. But frame, stop. This is looking like a loss, room over room, unless we get like a really good. Okay, I don't even know what to say anymore. Yeah, this is probably our death. Just putting that out into the ether, so that you know that I know that I'm bad at this game. Ooh, actually. Put up. Take a bite of that. We have red hearts on the ground. Why didn't I go back for them? Very good question. And I gotta be honest, don't have an answer. Why? Get out of here. I hate you. You know what? Just for that, you've earned a bomb. Have that. Part of me was hoping that like we would get like magic mush or something crazy to spawn out of that that mushroom. Alright, well I hate this. But anyway, so yeah, it turns out that the internet connection on this is only getting about like you know how on the Wi-Fi symbol there's like the like a little itty bitty bar at the bottom that is somehow technically a bar of connectivity. It gets that most of the time, sometimes 2 bars, and it gets me about 9 meg down. So I'm cutting myself by literally, down to a tenth of what I could be having for internet to use this thing, but its processor is better, its graphics card is better. Now, that's not to say my laptop's bad, it's actually decent enough, it's perfectly fine. But this just happens to have things that are like literally 1 model line newer, not like it's off by such a small margin that like you could almost consider it like not worth it, but there's a couple benefits I'm pulling from it that I think are worth it. And like, yeah, technically it's by numbers not all that much, or by like model number not all that much better, but if you actually look at it by performance, it is quite significantly better. By the way, there's mapping, so we know that this is not where we want to be right now. We want to go left, up and left to get to our item room, but that's my bad, my B. We're alright though. But it's like performance numbers are just entirely better, and its graphical ability is just better, so I just was like, I should pick this. And Contagion? Toxic Shock, the better one. Don't at me on that one. I don't like Contagion very much as an item. The movie's fine. I won't judge you if you like it or not. It's whatever. It's a movie. I don't remember anything about it. But so I'm using this to kind of alleviate my like worries about necessarily having to upgrade anything a little bit sooner, and it should be able to run everything a little bit better. Not that you would notice, really. It would change nothing on your end, but on my end it'll be a little bit easier. I can rest a little bit more assuredly that everything won't suddenly turn off. And again, it's not like my laptop's bad. My laptop's perfectly fine. It would do everything that this does just about as well. But I can now use my laptop for only school-related purposes, so I can kind of separate them in my mind a little bit better, and I really value that. It's a tool that I can use to no longer, or to kind of trick myself into being productive when I'm on the laptop. Because before I was like, well, this is my gaming center and my productivity center, and it's like, that's not ideal. I'm sure I don't need to. Yeah, I'm sure I don't need to tell you that. If you're mixing work and pleasure, you end up kind of conflating the two in some ways, and it can be deleterious to you. And I'm fully aware of that. I'm trying to maintain cognizance of it, and I'm trying to work with it. And in that pursuit, I'm doing my best to. Sorry for the momentary pause there. Had a notification, but we're good. But in that pursuit, I'm trying to navigate away from using the mobile, the mobile computer as my primary computer. Now, there's pros and cons to that. This one has a much bigger hard drive. It literally doubled. The laptop I had has a 500 gig. This has a 1 terabyte. But the laptop has a solid state. This has disk, which bad. Which obviously is extra bad. We have to go back for HP now, which is obviously worse. But it's built in. I also have an external solid state. English is very hard. An external solid state. So the solid state drive, like, quote unquote issue, is one that I'll spend a bomb. I don't care. I'm crazy. Yeah. So it's one that like, yeah, it's technically an issue, but I think this is a secret room. Nope. Oh, duh, we already found our singular secret room. We would have to find a second secret room, which I think could be on the north side of that last room. It could also be south side of any of these rooms, so not this one. Could be south side of this room. It not. All right. Could be south side of this room. No. Okay. Could also be north side of this room. Could not be that side though. It's not. All right. Well, it's somewhere. If it is on this floor, and I ain't digging anymore. It's I ain't gonna look for it. If it doesn't want to show itself to me, I won't look for it. But yeah, no, it's gonna. I'm hoping that'll help me be productive and being able to not have to lug around the solid state external will be nice, because like there was a lot of issues trying to get everything set up with the external and working. Like Epic Games really doesn't like it when you try and use a removable drive for its games. So like when I was playing Slime Rancher, which will be back eventually. By the time you see this, I will probably have recorded more. I was hoping to do like weekend uploads of Slime Rancher, but it's tough at the moment because I haven't even been able to record my mainline stuff. So who knows? Curse of Lust, whatever. Could be worse. Yeah, it's worth 3 bombs because it's actually gonna immediately pay us back with a bomb for sure. So, but, and yes, we will also, I don't want it. It ruins. So, we have to take it. We have no choice. And it ruins blank card, which is very frustrating. And it's part of a story I needed to tell you anyway. I hate baggy, or bag of pills, or whatever it's called. I hate that it's in the game. I so severely, sincerely wish that there was a way to, like, to choose certain items that you could blacklist from the game. I know that that defeats the purpose of Isaac hating you as a player and wanting to kill you at all turns and be a mean, nasty butthead and whatever else you want to say. Yeah, that's right, I said butthead. What are you gonna do about it? You gonna narc? I don't have enough range to hit these, so we're waiting for Bob's Rain. So anyway, I switched to this PC, so you may have noticed that there's some audio issues because I have to use a headphone splitter to use my headset with the system. It sucks, but it is what it is. And when I was trying to set up the audio, there's an awful lot of hiss, and there was a lot of things I had to work out. There should not, fingers crossed, should not be hiss on your guys' end. You shouldn't hear that. If you do, please let me know. And there should not be any issues with that, but my audio is going to sound very different because I've completely had to mess with the like level of muting I have, and like, so this is going to be, I know, inside baseball, but like before, when I wanted to record, I had to set the game to minus like 16 decibels and myself to about minus 12 just to sound the way that I normally would. Good shot. Normally would sound in every other video, right? Stuff could be interesting, but I don't want it. It's neat with orbitals to have stuck, but it's also like I'm not good enough at the game to trust myself to make it work. I don't think I'm good, period, at the game. I'm okay on the Switch version. You know, someday, if I can figure out console recording without having to spend hundreds of dollars of my own personal money to see it, you might die. I will show off my Switch save file just a little bit, just to be like, hey, told you I'm not trashing this game all the time. And you know, I can play better on Switch. I can show you all the dumb stuff I've unlocked, and you know, all the characters I played with, and it's just I work so much better with joysticks in this game. And honestly, I've been considering using my controller to play it, and it's not an impossibility at this point. I might switch to that because I'm very, very bad with keyboard on this. It's just not my muscle memory to play with both hands on a flat plane. It like hurts my wrists and it makes me have to think. We're in a heaping load of trouble, by the way. I'll take the pretty flies. Why not? This room horrifies me. If we can just navigate it safely. Oh, two more. Okay, two more. Get them. Oh, Bob's Rain. That was your chance. Yeah. Yeah. There's three more. Never mind. Okay, we barely made that, and I just want to say, like, thank you, Isaac, for not completely screwing me out of that, but we barely made that, for sure. Okay, so Bob's Rain, please. I physically cannot hit this enemy. You have to. It's the one massive drawback of Cricket's body, is that I have no range, but if we didn't take Bob's Rain, that would be interesting. If we didn't take Bob's Rain on this run, we actually would have been locked in 2 rooms right there. We would have had to bomb our way out. And, you know, if we didn't have bombs, we would have soft locked the game. I've never been in a situation like that. That is interesting. I didn't really think you could soft lock Isaac. Not that I thought it was impossible. I just never really thought about it, I guess, because I'm not typically the kind of guy who's like, ooh, let me see how I can ruin this run. Because I come by it naturally.
Something's wrong.
Something is wrong. It's my range stat, and also the fact that you gave me baggy, and also this so many things. Razzmatazz. Anyway, so yeah, it's enough talk about the computer. Just know that things are different, and I'm trying to figure it out. But that's also why I had to like change my settings. And I still have to change them again because I need to change the key binding for full screen so that I can stop accidentally pressing F, and then it changes my window, and then I have to apologize and be like, hey, I'm sorry, I know it's stupid, but I'm stuck here, and give me pills, just do it. What is it? Funny.
Telepill.
Now I'm like super lost. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but what how? All right, I thought we already explored that way. What's going on, dude? I'm very lost now. Like, I'm not, because I know like exactly what brought us to this point, but I am also like kind of lost. If we could find our shop, that'd be handy dandy. We have a lot of money, but just no idea where we could spend it. I'm sorry that you have to see this. This is embarrassing, but anyway, okay. Oh, we have Bodger. Right. Don't stand next to the thing you're shooting at. It'll kill you. There we go. But yeah. So basically, it's enough talking shop about the computer. What I want to do now is I want to tell you about. Oh, please survive this room, just so I can. Oh, baby.
Retro.
Funny. This could be a greed fight. This can't. Telekinesis is actually good, but I'm bad at it. I'm bad at using it. Oh, 3-cent good card. We have restock too, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, so we're safe now. We're taking this. 2 of hearts. Sure. What do you got? 2 of spades? Sure.
2 of spades.
Hermit? Not good. We'll blow these up because we really don't care about chaos. Just gonna. All right, you know what? We're gonna. I'm sorry, but we're completely abandoning blank card. Blank card's good, I know, but not anymore. We don't have a good card, and I think telekinesis will do a lot better for us if we can just remember to use it. But so I have a story that I promised you several times over about baggy, or whatever you want to call it, you know, bag of pills, telekinesis, and yeah. Oop. So that's what telekinesis does. It lets you catch bullets and then use them against enemies. It's a neat item, but I'm again terrible at actually using it because it can mean. Oh, please don't let me die. I have brimstone. I love brimstone. Brimstone's so good. I don't want to die. So it can mean good stuff. But anyway, baggy pills, right? So I have a story, and it's been bubbling in my gut, and I haven't forgotten, and I'm angry, and you know I can't help it. So I was playing on my Switch. I was playing Greedier, which is just evil. It's an evil game mode to play. How did Retrovision carry over to this floor? no joke, that singular red heart might be worth a bomb in my brain right now. But so I was playing greedier mode, just terrible game mode. It's not like actually bad, it's just that it's mean and does bad things. I hate this room. Why would they ever have small brimstone room? What are you?
48
Means
power
nothing.
energy.
But so I was playing that, and I had an infinite combo, and like infinite combos in Isaac are very rare because they try and retrovision. They try and patch them out of the game whenever they can think of it, but there are a couple that are just baked into certain items that they would have to remove the item from the game to make it not an infinite combo anymore. And like they don't, from my understanding, is they haven't really done that ever. But the infinite combo I had was I had blank card, I had 2 of diamonds, which is the double your money card, and I had Steam Sale, and then greedier mode has a natural restock built into the game mode. So effectively, I could not run out of money. I had infinite money and I had infinite items. Which typically in Isaac, if you have infinite anything that isn't bombs or keys, you win the game. Infinite bombs sometimes, but like typically, by the way, yes, I did see my item room. Typically, I want to be here. Bob's brain actually turned out to be like a necessity for those earlier rooms, but like it's now scaring the crap out of me constantly. Great fly, dude. But wait, why am I not just permitting? I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. This sure, take PhD. Why not? Gives you an HP upgrade. What is this? Range up. Take it. Doesn't matter anymore. But we'll take it. That 5 cent whatever it is card, I am interested in it. I do want to peep it, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But anyway, so I had an infinite combo, right? I could have every item in the game and also the shop in greedier mode because it has Bob's Rain, Bob's Rain, Bob's Rain, Bob's Rain. Sorry for the Jolene references this episode, but because of that, like basically I was like, cool, we can't lose because their shops can have whatever items in it, you know, like items you can't normally get in regular shops, and all this stuff, you know, it can have deal items, angel or devil, and so again, I was like, we have infinite money. Oh, and I should mention the shop I had happened to have a battery charge in it too, which is a key part of the combo, of the rhombus of combos. So we had all this stuff working for us, right? I was very, very pleased. And I'm sure you can already guess the natural conclusion that I'm going to mention, which is the shop ended up, you know, getting very full. I couldn't dodge items anymore. I was just standing in a pit of them, and there was no getting around the items as they spawned. I was stuck in place where I was, and bag of pills showed up, and it deleted my... this is rough. It deleted my 2 of diamonds card. Oh, please. Ooh, thank you. And with it deleting our 2 of diamonds card, it meant that I like physically could not double my money anymore, so we did not have the infinite combo anymore. And that was that. I didn't have it. I was able to beat that run because like I know like not having an infinite combo after you've gotten to use it a little bit doesn't sound that bad, but the thing is that quote-unquote little bit we got to use it was very little, and it didn't give us a lot of benefit. We actually had to get benefit from deals later that ended up saving that run, and you know we managed to put it together, but it was not easy. It was very close, and yeah, it just wasn't. It just frustrates me. So I hate that item. I will never forgive that it as an item. The only time I'll even like accept it as an item is if for some reason I have PhD early and I feel like being goofy. That's it. I cannot stand baggy as an item. Like cards and runes are so much more valuable than pills in every way. Was that? No. So I can't stress enough how much I hate the item. It just ruins things for you, and like I said, it ruins blank card. You just blank card no longer works if you have it, because the only time you can get card pickups is on a shop or on, because they don't drop naturally anymore. They only drop in the shop, and the second you leave that room, wow. I'm very surprised that it's not this way, despite us knowing that it's to the right or to the left, excuse me. But Um, but yeah, so it nullifies anything once you leave that room. So if you have to leave the room to get like a battery charge or whatever have you, like leave that shop, then too bad. You just don't get it anymore. So yeah, I hate Bag of Pills, and it turned out that us having abysmal range on that run was bad, and us having Bob's Rain was bad, but we needed it at several points, so I don't even know where to place that one. And I know I didn't tell the window story. We'll get there. I think I'll probably record one more. Yeah, I'll do one more after this. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. And then we'll call it a night there. But yeah, thank you for sticking with me for this long. You know, it's been what 41 minutes. Holy cow. So, you know, thank you for toughing it out with me this long. I'm sorry if my audio is very weird. I'm going to listen to this one back before I do record another one just to make sure that it's okay, because I don't know. But, yeah, thank you for sticking around, and, you know, be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. If you stuck around this long, subscribe if you want to see more from me. We'll have daily uploads as of the time of this recording, but I can't promise that's going to be the case at the time of this upload, because college. So forgive me if we don't have daily uploads, but subscribe and stick around so that way you can be notified when I do upload. You can follow me on Twitter at most folks. You can find Orange Joe there. And as always, I always tell you that in the description box below, I give you the whole spiel where I spell everything out for you. And I always tell you at the end of that to have a lovely day. It's because I hope you do. I'll see you in the next one, and wish me luck. We'll see you then.